Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Erod. I'm Chief Executive of Lincolnshire Wildlife Trust, and it's a real privilege, a great honour to welcome you all here to Woodhall Spa Nature Reserve, and for some I guess it's welcome back. Lincolnshire Wildlife Trust is a conservation charity dedicated to nature conservation in Lincolnshire, and this is just one example of the work we've been doing over the last 70 years. This nature reserve is part of a very large complex. It's about 1,000 acres of land, originally created by passionate conservationists, volunteers who wanted to see areas of heathland and rare habitat protected in this area. So behind me, Kirkby Moor was one of our first nature reserves, a very special site. And when we got the opportunity to acquire Woodhall Spa Airfield, we worked really hard, incredibly hard, the volunteers and staff, to raise money to complete the project. It's been in our ownership in several parts over the last 5 or 6 years, and what you see really today is the start of something for us, really, rather than the end. We've seen the end of the big lorries and all the quarry industry that was going on this site, but really very proud to welcome you to this wonderful spot for us. I won't say more about the history, others will know far more than I do, but for us this is really a way of creating a lasting legacy, that people can be inspired by history of this particular place and by its natural history as well. So we're very proud to have you here today. If you do want to come back again, please do so. It is open to the public, and we hope many people will enjoy and appreciate the site for its value, for its nature, its wildlife, and this very important place in history. And on that point, I'll hand you over.
Thank you very much. Mr. Kenneth Bannerman is now going to say a little bit about the Airfields Conservation Trust, which of course is behind the presentation to the sport.
Good morning, my name is Kenneth Bannerman. I'm the founder and head of the Airfields of Britain Conservation Trust, or also called it ABCT for short. Essentially, we're the world's first national airfield charity, and one of the main things we do is that we commemorate Britain's disused airfields and all the personnel serving at them with our standardised granite memorials. So bear in mind today that this is the 72nd we'll be unveiling, and we're planning to unveil hundreds more over the years to come. And needless to say, Woodhall Spa Airfield is an enormously important place in so many ways, not just militarily, but also socially. This is a famous airfield. It dates back from 1941, not as some people think 1942. And this is well known. It was initially a satellite airfield for Coningsby before becoming self-accounting, and especially in the last year and a half of World War II, was a phenomenally important place with more specialised bombing raids, such as the spoof raid at the time of the D-Day invasion, the bombing raids that eventually sank the feared German battleship Tirpitz, taxing U-boat pens. This place played an enormous part in the winning of World War II. But that wasn't the end of the story by any means, because it carried on in a military capacity for many, many years afterwards, until especially the late 1960s, when the last of the defensive missile squadrons left here. But the military connection aside, and of course we must never ever forget number 617 Squadron and all the other units, such as say the number 97 Squadron that were based here. This place has also played a huge part in everyday social life. But this is the case with all of our airfields across the UK. We just can't simply afford to lose our airfields, whether they're active or disused. We rely upon them so much in our everyday lives, and therefore we can only ask all of you, within reason, to do all you possibly can to help honour, save and protect all of our airfields, whether active or disused, and not forgetting, of course, all the very brave personnel who've served here. So we're very pleased to be able to unveil this memorial today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kenneth. It's my privilege as a former Royal Air Force chaplain, former chaplain-in-chief, to be here this morning to take this service of dedication. It's a great privilege to me to stand on the intersection of the two runways, or two of the runways that were here in those far-off days. We remember in this place all those who passed through it and whose memories we treasure as we move into this dedication. The service is very brief and very short, and as you can see will have various parts in it. The actual dedication of the memorial after the unveiling of it, the act of remembrance, and then the laying of wreaths and saying of prayers. We hope that towards the end of the service we shall be able to have a fly past from the Dakota of the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. And I believe later on, for those of us who are at the Petwood Hotel, there may be some more flying things to look forward to. So I suggest for the day, for those of you who are sitting, you remain seated, even though you may feel the instinct to get up to the last post or whatever. If you'd like to do so, please do. Don't feel you must stand for parts of the service. Those of you who are standing, well, you've got no choice. And so, we begin. We gather here in the presence of God to give thanks for the memory of all those who flew in the squadrons of Bomber Command and those who served on the ground from Royal Air Force Woodhall Spa during the Second World War. We give thanks for the courage, commitment and comradeship they all shared. We remember with pride those who did not return, those who paid the ultimate price, that we may continue to live in freedom and peace. We pray for those left behind, who mourn the passing of those they loved and with whom they served. Let us also give thanks for the many achievements of the past and dedicate ourselves to the opportunities that lie ahead, as we ask for God's help and blessing, that we may always do His will, and the world may acknowledge Him as Lord and King, saying together the words that Jesus taught us. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now I'm going to ask Wing Commander John Bell, first of all, to come forward and tell us a little bit about himself and about what's happening today, and then he and Kenneth are going to unveil the memorial.
Thank you. To give the history of the The Woodhall Spa Airfield was built in 1941, and it was occupied in 1942 by 97 Squadron. They operated from here until early in 1943, when they were transferred to the Pathfinder Force. They left behind a flight of 6 Lancasters and their crews to form the nucleus of a new squadron, number 619 Squadron. That squadron continued to operate from here until January 1944, when it moved to Coningsby, and 617 Squadron was able to move from Coningsby to Woodhall Spa, where it stayed until the end of the war. It was joined by number 627 Squadron, who were flying Mosquitoes, and during the period of 1944. So those are the squadrons that operated from here. During the 3 years of wartime occupation, total number of operations or missions carried out from Woodhall Spa by all the units that stationed here was 499. The number of aircraft lost during that time were 75 Lancasters and 18 Mosquitoes. And the number of aircrew missing or killed, 455. And also 5 ground staff were killed during a bombing raid by the Luftwaffe.
Now we come to the moment when I ask John and Kenneth to formally to unveil the memorial, after which we shall say the prayer of dedication. Glory of God, and in memory of all those commemorated here, we dedicate this memorial in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. The going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
Commander Bell is now going to read the poem, The Furrows into Silence.
Poem by Richard Johnson. The lakes have left. From fenland skies, the clamour of the fresh has gone. their crews, and those who watch with anxious eyes for homing kites are long departed. Through roofless huts and efficient tarring rode the trusty queen, and there is little left to show what once was here. Nor should we grieve or yearn for what is past. This place, designed for war, has served its turn. Let nature now take back its own. The ravages of age and time cannot repay the greater work. The artifacts of steel and concrete pass away. The deeds remain.
John. They're now going to be wreaths laid. We've got 4 or 5 formally to be laid, and yet I see others also in the congregation. And so after the first 4 or 5 have come forward formally, if you have a wreath to lay or a poppy rose to lay, please do come forward to the memorial. So first of all, John Bell, back again. Please come here. On behalf of 97 Squadron and in doing all who served here during the war, first week. A wreath on behalf of 617 Squadron. 97 now, right. So this was all that served here. Now it's 97. And 619 Squadron Suite. On behalf of the Royal British Legion. And a poppy posy laid on behalf of all the children. Thank you very much. Are there any more from the assembled company? So we move to the prayers at the end of our service. As we gather in this place, we remember all those who over the years served here and those who serve now in the uniform of the Royal Air Force in this centenary year. Almighty God, you have promised, they who wait upon you shall renew their strength. They shall rise up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. We commend to your fatherly protection all who serve in the Royal Air Force. Encourage and inspire them in all their efforts, so that they may be a safeguard to our sovereign lady Queen Elizabeth and a sure defence to our nation. Help them to fulfil their duties with honour, goodwill and integrity, and grant that they may prove worthy successors to those who by their valour and sacrifice did nobly serve their day and generation. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. We pray for the peace of the world as we reflect on the continuing troubles in our troubled and divided world. Let us pray for peace, particularly in the Middle East. Remember members of the Royal Air Force serving at this time in the Eastern Mediterranean and in other theatres throughout the world. A God who would fold both heaven and earth in a single piece, let the design of your great love lighten upon the waste of our wraths and sorrows, and give peace to your church, peace among nations, peace in our dwellings, and peace in our hearts, through our Son, your Son, our Saviour, Jesus Christ. Amen. And as we reflect in this place on all those who lived and worked, flew and served here in the years when it was an active airfield, we remember those who did not return. We pray for the repose of their souls and give thanks for their sacrifice. Most merciful and ever-living God, we remember those whom you have gathered from the storm of war into the peace of your presence. Grant that we, being faithful to death, may receive with them the crown of life that never fades. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Now, as we await the flight past of the Dakota, which is due in a few moments' time, plenty of time to mingle and look at the wreaths and generally look at the memorial, I ask God's blessing on us all. God, grant to the living grace, to the departed rest, to the Church, the Queen, the Commonwealth, and all mankind, peace and comfort, and to us sinners, life everlasting, and the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.